Hopefully this is going to be a quick update on the status of my 2.4 kilowatt hour battery, which is currently powering the shed. And it's been powering the shed nicely for a little while. In fact, it's more power than I could possibly want, really, because this is what it powers just on standby. One camera, two cameras, one Google Home, one 24 to 5 volt converter and a internet connected switch to control the lights, one Wi-Fi router, and a Raspberry Pi that I set up to track aircraft. So all that stuff is running all the time. And I've got a 2000 watt or 2 kilowatt inverter, pure sine wave, that is powering everything else in the shed. So I've got that running around a ring main I've put in. And on that I've got a selection of heaters. So I've got a 1 kilowatt heater here and a 400 watt heater here, useful for the winter, and it can run this one for about 2.5 hours, this run for 4-5 hours easily, so it's plenty. One very tired, very old and very in pieces computer, probably draws about 300 watts, and it will run this for hours and hours and hours, and really it's not a problem to even think about power in this shed anymore. On top of that, also runs things like power supplies and stuff like that, and soldering irons. It's just enough power, basically. I have no problems with power in the shed anymore, and solar power is the only thing that powers this shed. So the panel on the roof is a 250 watt panel that comes in here, and I've got a meter on it right now, so you can see right now it is drawing 1.3 amps, which is 40-ish watts. It's varying a little bit. In fact, I can click that over and you can see that today we have made 409 watt hours. Doesn't sound like a lot, but then again, I haven't been in here, so the battery is not being used, so it doesn't need it. That goes into an Mppt charge controller. So there's two types. You've got PWM, which is cheaper but less efficient, and Mppt, which costs a bit more money, but you get 90-ish% efficiency out of these. And then on this, I've got two feeds. I've got the battery and another feed here, which goes to the lights. So the battery comes in here, goes down through this junction box, well, it's one of them biscuit things, and into the battery, which has got a battery protection box module, battery balancer thing on it. And then I've got it tapped off here, the actual battery voltage, which goes on to this DC-DC converter for the Google Home. And then I've got a polyfuse in line, which goes off to a line going all the way around the shed, which powers everything else, which you've just seen. I'll do another video on polyfuses, but that's a level of, it's not as great, fantastic protection, but it's a level of protection. But the BMS does have protection on it as well. And that's pretty much it. I'll measure the standby current so you can see what everything runs with, and we can work out how long it will run for. So I've unplugged the solar panel here, disconnected it, so it's gone onto night mode, and that's so I don't get any charge coming to the batteries, which will skew the reading. So here we go. So standby power consumption of all this stuff which you've just seen running is 1.24 amps. This is a 105 amp hour battery, so that will last for some amount of time, which I shall put up on the screen after I work it out. Cool. So that's how long it will last for, and I'm pretty sure that was days of power, and that's just everything running here. So that's if we had no sun whatsoever, that's how long this battery would last for. But of course it's being charged up every day, so it runs forever basically. I've never had any issues drawing any amount of power out of this shed for whatever I need. It works brilliantly. So yeah, that was a quick video update on the system and how it's going, and yeah, hopefully that's inspired you to make your own. So stay safe, see you later, and see you next time.